So we have covered the first 9 chapters of Bereishis. We did number 10, but that wasn't a rhyme system. That was 10 toes. I'm going to get to it soon. But we've done the rhyming system for the first 9 prakim. 1, sun, gun. 2, 3, glue, tree. 4, door, 5, hive, etc. Now we're going to switch for chapters 10 onwards for the rest of Chumash, which takes us to the end of Chumash Bereishis, chapter 50. We need 40 prakim. That's all you have to memorize. 40 more prakim, because you've already got the first 9, which are a memory based on a rhyme. Now we're going to look at how do you have a system to memorize the rest of the entire Chumash, and it works for Mishnayos, and it works for Gemara, and it works for Simanim and Shulchan Aruch. It works for almost anything. You can do it for phone numbers. There's a lot of things that this particular system actually can be applied to. And it's a very simple system. It requires some discipline, not that much. All you have to actually memorize is numbers 1 through 9 and 0 and their equivalent letter equivalency. Which letter each number is equivalent to. Watch this. I'm going to ask you right now, just take this on faith, but as it converts into words, you're going to see how words are pictures in your mind and those words are actually numbers. You're going to see how this works. It's very simple. There are only 2, max 3 rules in the whole system. So let's look at how this works. T, take it on faith. You'll understand the rationale as it happens. So just do Nasev and Ishma, take it on faith at the beginning, and it's going to make sense. T is 1. How will you remember that the number 1 is equivalent to the letter T? Because T has 1 downstroke. That's just a way to remember T is 1. Got it? Good. D also has 1 downstroke, and therefore the letter D is also 1. So DT, this is a phonetic memory system. Phonetic means sound. So it's the way it sounds that makes it a number. Number 1 has nothing to do in the way you pronounce number 1 with T and D. It's just that the 1 downstroke in T and D reminds you that they both are equivalent to number 1. N has 2 downstrokes. And that's the way to remember it's equivalent to number 2. So T is 1, N is 2. Now, I'm going to introduce you to one of only 2 rules. Rule number 1, these are the letters that have no numerical value. A, E, I, O, U. Those are all the vowels. Happens to be that H, W, Y, and X also have no numerical value. H, W, Y, X. Got it? Good. So now, if you know that T is 1, because it has 1 downstroke, N is 2, because it has 2 downstrokes, not counting the diagonal. So if you take the word tin, T-I-N, I is a vowel, is that right? Oh, it's a vowel. Okay, so it doesn't count. So T1, N2 is 12. It's not 1 plus 2 is 3, it's 1, 2. Oh, that's 12. The word date. Oh, D is 1 because it has 1 downstroke. That's how you remember it. A, that's a vowel, doesn't count. T, 1. Oh, 1, 1, 11. Got it? Clear? Okay, so now you've got 2 words in your brain. And if you take the picture of a tin and the picture of a date, oh, tin is 12. Date is 11. You could do this with other words as well. Rule number 2, whenever you have a word that has 2 letters in it, for example, tummy, you're not going to count the M the second time round, only one of them. So tummy actually equals 13. T is 1, U is a vowel, doesn't count. M is 3. How will you remember? Turn it on its side and it looks like a 3. Very good. Well, in my imagination it does anyway. So just imagine this looks like a 3 when you turn an M on its side. So M is 3, so tummy, T, 1. U, oh that's a vowel, doesn't count. M, 3. Rule number 2, we said A, E, I, O, U, and H, W, Y, and X have no numerical value. A, E, I, O, U, H, W, Y, X. So tummy actually equals 13. Got it? Good. Now, you know that 1 is T and a D, 2 is N, 3 is M. You're already 1/3 of the way pretty much through this whole system. Is it complicated? Takes a little bit of adjusting because you're not used to this perhaps, but really it's very simple. Number 4 is R. How will you remember that 4 is R, that R is 4? It's not that complicated actually, because if you write out the word for, F-O-U-R, which is the 4th letter in 4. Oh, very good. R. Very good. So R is 4. You got that? I'm just saying 4, F-O-U-R, as a way to remember that the R in 4 is the 4th letter. Okay, quick review. 1, T or D. Very good. 2, N has 2 downstrokes. 3, turn it on its side. Oh, it's an M. Yeah, M, turn on its side, looks like a 3. 4, O, R. Very good. Now, now you actually can do a lot of words, and each one of these words we're going to stick with as a number. So you already know that date is 11, D, T. You already know that tin, T and N, the I is a vowel, doesn't count. Tin is 12, very good. What's nut? Nut is N, 2, U, vowel doesn't count, T, 1. Oh, nut is 21. Oh, what's tummy? You already did that together. T is 1, U, vowel doesn't count, M, 3. The extra M, do you remember the rule number 2 of this is if you've got 2 letters together, you only count one of them. And Y is no numerical value, and therefore tummy is 13. Clear? What's mat? M is 3. A is a vowel, doesn't count. T, 1. Oh, 31. So now you know mat and tummy are 2 opposite numbers, 31 or 13. 12 or 21. Tin, nut. What you want the children to do is, as you progress through teaching each one of the numerical value for each of these 4 letters so far, you're going to play games with the kids. Have them do lots of string wraps, which you've got for the memory system, and the dice, and the you dids, the fortune tellers. So they're constantly remembering and reviewing in lots of different ways. Oh, R is 4, T is 1, D is also 1, N is 2, M is 3. Okay, are you ready for L? L is 5. You see, if you go like that to stop the traffic, that's what the cops do. When they stop the traffic, they go like that. How many fingers, I'll give you 6 guesses, make it 5. How many guesses do you need to figure out how many fingers are there when I make the shape of an L to stop the traffic? That's just a way to remember that L is 5. Okay, so L is 5. R is 4, very good. 3, M, very good. N, 2, good. DT, 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 ET, ET, no, DT. DT, da 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 da. Oh, it's 1. Good. I hope you can handle my slight. In English, it's called, I've forgotten the word. Eccentric. Ah, that's the word. Yeah. So back to, let's get serious. So now, you now know 5 letters. Very good. Now, let me ask you, what's the word lid as a number? Lid. L is 5. I doesn't count, it's a vowel. D, 1 downstroke, 1. So 5, 51. Very good. Now, what's 15? Well, you could have several. The one we're going to choose is tail. T-A-I-L. Can you see a picture of a tail? Oh, very good. Tail is 15. Why? Because T is 1, L is 5. The A and I in the middle are vowels, they don't count. So you've got 51, lid, and you've also got tail, 15. You're probably not going to need 51 unless you're doing Perek Hey Mishnah Aleph in, I don't know, Brachas, Avos, doesn't matter where, and then you're going to associate what's going on in Perek Hey Mishnah Aleph with a lid. In Brachas, it's a Hasidim Rishonim. In Pirkei Avos, you're talking about... you got the point? Okay. So now, moving forward, 6 is really easy. J. Now remember, this is a phonetic system, which means it's the sound of the J, which is a J sound. J, 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 like D, 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 T, D. N is N, 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 O, that's 2. Okay, M, 3. R, Ra, R, 4. L, 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 5. So it's lid, 51. Lolly would be 55 because you only count one of the 2 L's. You can play this with so many words, but once you choose a word which is deliberately a noun, in order that it's a picture in your mind. We've already chosen all the words for you, so you've got it in the memory manual. You've got all the 50 words already selected and the pictures as well, and it's all matrixed with the memory system for Chumash. So now, 6 is a J. How will you remember 6 is a J? Oh, that's easy because kind of if you turn the J around, it looks like a 6. Because this is a phonetic method, there are 2 other sounds that are very similar to the J sound, and that is ch and ch. SH and CH. So j, sh, j, ch, 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 are all interchangeable because they have almost the exact same sound. Your ear can almost not tell the distinction between them. J, ch, 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 like d, 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 right? DT. So all of these actually equal 6. So for example, if you look at the word tish, if you're Hasidish, T is 1, sh, oh, that's 6. Oh, tish is 16. You could use dish. Oh, D is 1, sh, 6. Oh, it's also 16. Very good. We're not going to do 61, which would be sheet, for example, because we're only going up to 50 prakim. But I'm just showing you interchangeably that once you know what a letter is, and you know what another letter is, oh, the 2 numericals can now be reversed. So you've got lolly for 55, you've got lid for 51, or you can have 15 for tail. I hope I'm not giving you too many examples, but is this clear so far? 1, T, D, T, D, 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 N, 2, M, 3, R, 4, L, 5, 6, J, 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 J. Very good. You ready for 7? Very easy. 7's very easy. 7 is a K. Now, how will you remember 7 is a K? Well, I'm going to ask you to look at the K and tell me how many 7s can you see inside the K? Yeah, look carefully. Oh, there's a 7 there, and there's a shape of a 7 there. Oh, and there's a shape of 7. Oh, you got 3 7s inside the K. Okay, so that's how we're going to remember 7 is K. Got that? Now, because this is phonetic, any other letter which has the same sound as a hard K sound, K, like hard G, G, K, 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 or hard C, cat. So that would also count in this system. Do you follow? So now let's go to 17 would be dock, as in where you dock boats, or you could have it as DOC, dot, where that's an abbreviation for a doctor. So dock, D is 1, hard C is the same as K. Please don't get overwhelmed by this. It's actually much more simple than it sounds. I'm going through this fairly fast for the sake of you getting it all in one shot. But really, with the children, you just introduce them to 2 or 3 letters at a time and then play with the material so that they start to get it straight away. Use the picture nut for 21, picture for tin for 12. Use the picture for tummy for 13. Use the picture for tire, T-I-R-E, for 14. Tail for 15. Now that you know that tire is 14, R is 4, T is 1, oh, you could do it in reverse. Rod would be 41. Rain, what number would that be? R is 4, very good. A-I, don't count because they're vowels. N, 2. Oh, so rain is 42, very good. Now you're understanding how the system works. Once you've got all 50, you're going to have now a file of 50 words which are number equivalents. And therefore, every time you think nut, 21, tummy, 13, tin, 12, date, 11, what's going to happen is you're going to make an association between that picture of a date with what's going on in chapter 11 of Bereishis, Chumash, Vayikra, Bamidbar, Dvarim. We're going to cover all the rest of the letters. There's only 2 left, number 8 and 9, and then 0. If you want to count 0 as a number, but it's really just 0. So number 8 of this is F, is 8. How will you remember? So F, sometimes when you draw it in cursive, it looks like an 8. So F is 8. Looks like an 8, right? Now happens to be, this is a phonetic system. So that means that two other sounds have the same numerical value, and they are V, F. Can you hear the difference between F and V? You see, using the same part of your mouth, the top of your top teeth, landing on your bottom lip, and you go V, F, V, F, 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 F. So it's either 8 is F or V and PH, which has the same sound. Remember, it's phonetics, not how you spell, it's how it sounds. So now you've got F is 8. So now you can figure out what is dove, or in America I think they pronounce it as dove. Dove is, tweet, tweet. Dove, D is 1, V is 8. Oh, that would be 18. Very good. We're not going to do the reverse, 81, which there's a few things you could use. You could fat, you could use vat, but we're not going there because that will be useful for Mishnayos and Gemara later on when you get to Daf Pei Aleph, or if you get to Perek Ches Mishnah Aleph. But we're not doing that now because we're just doing Chumash. And Chumash, you'll never need more than 50 prokim. So we're creating 50 simonim, 50 pictures in your mind that you can use as files for any perek throughout the Chumash. What I'm explaining, sometimes adults find this more complicated than children do. Because it really is not that complicated. You're just teaching a numerical value equivalency to a specific letter. Okay, F is 8. Very good. What is 9? Well, that's really easy. 9 is a P, and because it's phonetic, what sounds like a P? O, P, and B. O, P, and B. Well, let's look at the B. Who can tell me a way to remember B is 9? Well, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, B is 9, and because it's phonetic, any other letter that sounds almost the same, so P is also 9. So that's interesting because P is just a 9 in the mirror, right? It's a reflection of a 9. And B is just 9 upside down. So that's just a way to remember B is 9. F is 8. Good. K, how many 7s in a K? Very good. K is 7. What's 6? J, ch. Very good. What is 5? How many fingers do you put up to make the letter L to stop the traffic? Oh, that's L. L is 5. Very good. What is R? Oh, R is 4 because there are 4 letters in R. Very good. And which is M? Oh, M, turn it over, is a 3. Very good. N, 2 downstrokes, 2. Very good. D and T, 1 downstroke, 1. You've got it. 1 through 9. Now we're going to do 0. 0 is really easy. 0 is a Z if you're English, or from the British colonies, what's left of them. Either a Z if you're American. I love Americans, don't get me wrong. I have American citizenship, and so I have to be very diplomatic about these things. Politically correct. Tick is a bloodsucker, and poly means many, so you can figure out what a politician is about. No, never mind, let's not go there. So Z is 0. Very good, you figured it out. Z0. Now, which letters, there's 2 of them, that sound almost exactly like a Z sound? Phonetic, remember? Z, S. Oh, S. S and soft C. Very good. So now you've got all the letters and their number equivalency, and all this you'll find on page 9 of your Chumash manual. It's all clearly explained over there, if you didn't get it clearly from over here. And now you've got all the numbers, 1 through 9 and 0, to be able to make sense out of any word that has a number equivalency, which we're now going to use as a file. So date will always be 11. Tin is always 12. Tummy, 13. Tire, 14. Tail, 15. Dish or tish, 16. Doc, as in a doctor, the abbreviation doc, or you can even have dog, because g is hard G, sounds like k, g, d, g, 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 k, g, k. It's a hard G and a k sound, hard C or K, are all the same equivalency. Dock or dog or dock when you dock a boat. So you can have a picture for each one of those and they will all be good. What is dove? Oh, 18, very good. What is tub? Didn't teach you that yet. T is, you figure this out yourself. T is 1. U is nothing, because it's not 0, it's nothing, it has no equivalency. And tub, 9, very good. So tub is 19, excellent. Now you're ready for 20. What's 20? Nose. Look at the word N, 2, very good. S, 0, very good. And the O and the E in the word nose, oh, they don't count for anything. So nose is 20, 20, excellent. Now look at nut. Oh, you saw that before, you remember? Nut is 21, very good. Y, N is 2. U has no meaning. T, oh, that's 1. Oh, nut is 21, very good. Onion, what's an onion? Very good, 22. And don't forget, you're going to keep doing Chazara, review with the children. So you got 1 sun, 2 glue, 3 tree, 4 door, 5 hive, 6 sticks, 7 heaven, 8 gate, 9 wine. 10 toes. Oh, 10 toes. They don't rhyme. 10 toes. T is 1. O, E, don't count for anything. S, oh yeah, 0. 0. Oh, so 1, 0, oh, 10. 10 toes, very good. Okay, so now you've got the whole system. Date, tin, tummy, tire, tail, tish. What's up, Doc? Oh, there's the Doc. You might prefer to make a funny story connecting the information in 17, dock is 17, with a dog. Or, if you want to dock your boat at the dock, that might work better for you. We're going to do the funny stories very soon. You're going to see how it all works. Dove or dove, oh, that's 18. Tub is 19. Nose is 20. I hope these are graphic enough for you. Nut. Yeah, I can talk about nuts a lot. Anyway, nut is 21. Onion is 22. Very good. Name is 23. I've just got a name plaque here. Name is not an easy one to come up with a visual noun. But one is name and another one is gnome. So I found that a number of Americans are not familiar with gnome. The British are, of course. So if you don't know what a gnome is, and you haven't read Harry Potter to find that out, so a gnome is spelt with a G, N-O-M-E. And it's not pronounced gnome, it's pronounced gnome. And since you don't hear the G, and this is a phonetic system, therefore the N and the M are the only 2 letters which have number equivalency. And therefore this is 23. Like name, N2, M3, name. So name, I use a name plaque or a gnome. So Nero was the name of a Roman general. I've actually seen someone say that it was Greek, but we know it was Roman. So we just have a picture of Nero. N2, E doesn't count, R4, 24. O is a vowel, doesn't count. Oh, so Nero is 24, very good. That's up to 24. You want to keep doing Chazara with the children. So remember, you've got string reps. And you've got string reps for every single one of 1 through 50. So you've got 17. 17 is dock. There's dock. 18 is dove. Dove, dove, dove. There's dove. 19 is tub. Assuming the kids can read. Tub. There's tub. 20. Nose. Very good. 21. Oh, I remember that. That's nut. Nuts down there. 22. We just did that. Onion. 23. Name. Very good. 24. Nero is right at the top. We're done. Rebbe, did I get it right? Don't bother the Rebbe. Check yourself. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And yes, the strings are covering the lines. So you know you got it right. Great, go on to the next one. So we've got string wraps for all the memory system. And we've got dice. Remember the dice? You throw a die. This one landed on Nero. Haha, 24. So your partner has to say 24 straight away. And then it's his turn to throw a die and you have to tell him the number that it lands on. Or you could use regular number dice, and if it lands on Kaf Daled, oh, you have to say, oh, that's Nero, or 24, or both. If it lands on Chaf Gimel, you have to say, oh, that's name or nom. If it lands on Chaf, oh, that's 20, that's nose. Very good. It lands on Chaf Aleph, oh, that's 21, that's nut. Very good. Let's say you now throw another dice which has the regular numerals 1 through 50, and it lands on 15. So your partner has to say, oh, tail, that's 15. Very good. Now it's his turn. He throws the number die, and it lands on 17. And you have to say, oh, doc or dog. Very good. Lands on 18. Oh, that's dove, etc. So just have to get kids playing lots of games with the materials as they're learning the memory system. Don't forget you've got your dids, you've got the fortune tellers for the memory system as well. So you can see you've got glue, tree, door, hive, sticks, heaven, etc. You've got your dids, fortune tellers for the entire 50 prakim of Chumash Bereishis, which will help you for all the rest of the Chumash and most of the Nevi'im as well. You've also got all the numbers, 1 and Aleph. So you've got here 1 through 50. There's Lamed. So your friend has to say what it is in this numbering system. We didn't get to it yet, but it's maze. M is 3. A doesn't count. Z, 0. E in the word maze doesn't count for anything. Oh, so it's 30. Yud Gimel. Oh, Yud Gimel is tummy. Very good. 13. Yud Tes, tub. Very good. Lamed Hey, we didn't do that yet. Mule. Chaf Aleph. Oh, nut. Very good. 21. Chaf Zayin, we didn't do that. Next, it's neck, but we're going to get to it soon. Either neck or ink. Neck, N, E, C, K. Well, so C, K both have the same sound, and it's K sound, which is 7. And remember, we only count 1 if there's 2 in a row. So this is very simple. Lots of games with these cards and these numbers as well, where the kids will pull out a number at random. Let's say 13. So his friend has to say tummy. Pulls out 21. Has to say nut. Pulls out 12. Tin, etc. Got it? Good. You can play other games the kids will come up with, where they'll play Go Fish, where they have to collect sets of a picture of a nut and the number 21 and Chaf Aleph. So lots of games where the kids will be getting this memory system into their brain even before they start learning what's going on in Perek Yud, Yud Aleph, Yud Beis, which we're going to see in a few minutes. When we get to the Chumash itself, you'll see how it's going to apply. So is it clear so far? Good. Let's continue. So you're up to 24, Nero, and you've done Chazara with materials. We're now going to go to number 25. 25 is nail. N, 2. AI, don't count. L, 5. Remember, L, 5. Oh, nail is 25. Actually, without the kids realizing, if you really are up to number 25 and you know them pretty well, you actually have 25 files in your brain for 25 prakim of all the Chumashim. All of Chumash Bereishis, which is half of the entire Bereishis, and 25 prakim of Shemais, which is well over half, and almost the entire Vayikra, which is only 27 prakim. So you're providing files so far which have not got anything in them except the number and the name of the file. Tin, 12, tummy, 13, etc. But when you start learning what's in each perek, the child's brain will take all information that's already in the brain and organize it automatically by default into its correct file. I'm going to give you an example of that very soon. So 25 actually takes you to the end of Parshas Chayei Sarah. Hey, you're doing pretty good. Chayei Sarah started at Perek Chaf Gimel and ends at Perek Chaf Hey. Chaf Hey continues actually into Toldos with the generations of Yishmael. So we're actually going to see that particular perek is not only at the end of Chayei Sarah, but also at the beginning of Toldos, and therefore you're going to have two stories with the same picture. Nail at the end of Chayei Sarah and nail at the beginning of Toldos. But there's two different informations taking place in each of those two prakim, and therefore the association is different. Do you remember I told you about seeing a chair? Oh, not another chair. Oh, not another chair. I can't take any more chairs. Your brain doesn't get confused because it sees a different shape, design of a chair. It simply files it in all the other pictures it has of office chairs, dining room chairs, couch chairs, sofa chairs, if there is such a thing. Okay, so you're not going to get confused by the fact that you've got nail twice, because it's two different associations, and therefore don't worry about it. If you are worried about it, I'm going to tell you, ta'amu uru. Just taste the system and see for yourself. Kitayv, it really works. It's good. It's good. Now the pasuk really ends off Kitayv Hashem. Hashem is good. Yeah, and when he says Ein Torah niknas ela b'simanim, take HaKadosh Baruch Hu seriously. Use simanim. You can come up with a different system if you prefer. I'm just offering you one that's been tweaked to the Chumash, and eventually you'll use it for Mishnayos and Gemara. But right now, it's a very simple filing system. Once you've got the files, you'll be able to apply it to almost anything. So, number 26, nosh. Remember, j, J is 6. Turn the J around, looks like a 6. And it sounds like a ch, ch, and sh, sh. And therefore, nosh, as in nosh, is 26. Got it? Very good. Neck. Yes, neck, N, 2, E, the vowel doesn't count, CK, K7, I think there's 3 7s and a K. So it's got the sound of K, neck. Oh, so neck is 27, very good. You want to use a different word, ink, I, doesn't count, N, 2, K7. Oh, you got ink as well. But you've got pictures for almost all of these items that I'm sharing with you. Number 28 is knife. Don't get too sharp with me. So knife, N is 2. I doesn't count. F, 8. Very good. F looks like an 8. And E as a vowel doesn't count. Okay, so knife is 28. Very good. Nib, N, 2, B, 9. Very good. 2, 9, 29. Excellent. Nib is 29. You can also use knob. Now, knob is spelled with a K, but you don't hear it. This is a phonetic system, and therefore goes by what you hear from the sound. Knob is K-N-O-B. You don't hear the K when you pronounce knob, and therefore it doesn't count. N-O-B. N is 2, O doesn't count. It's a vowel. B, P upside down in the mirror is 9. Very good. So knob is 29, or nib is 29. Nib is the end of a fountain pen when you write with a nib. In America, you don't have too many fountain pens left, but in Britain, which is cultured and aristocratic, never mind. So nib and knob are both 29. You've got a picture for each of those. Number 30, we did touch on before, is a maze. M, 3, Z, Z, 0. Very good. Maze is 30. Mat, 31. Moon, M, 3, O, O, don't count, N, it's 2. Moon, 32. Very good. 33 is mummy. No, not your mummy, but as in like Egyptian tomb mummy. I was once actually in the Natural History Museum, I think around about 84th Street in Manhattan, and it was really fascinating. I was looking at the presentation on ancient Egypt, and there was a guide there who actually asked everyone there, how long does it take to make a mummy? So he answered, 9 months. Okay, so here you have a mummy, all bandaged up. So you're going to have mummy, M is 3, U doesn't count because it's a vowel, M, 3. But there's 2 M's in the middle of mummy. Oh, but you only count 1. Remember, that's one of the very few rules you've got over here. So mummy is 33. Good, you got it? 34, mower. M, 3, O, doesn't count. W also doesn't count. E doesn't count. R, 4. Mower, 34. Very good. Mower is 34. Mule, 35. Very good. Match, M3, 6. Oh yeah, match is 36. Excellent. Muck or mic. Muck as in mud. Muck is 37. Microphone, just the abbreviation of M-I-C. Oh, and it's a hard C. Mic as in microphone. Oh, mic is 37. Very good. Muck and mic are both 37. How about muff? 38. Very good. There's 2 F's in a muff, like an earmuff, but you only count one of them. So muff is 38. If you want to use mafia, the boys like that one, that's also 38. Think about it. 39. Mop. Oh yeah, mop. M3, O, doesn't count for anything. P, 9. Very good. Turn the P around, it's 9. So mop is 39. Very good. Do Chazara, do lots of review using the picture cards, using the number cards, both the Hebrew and the English. Use the dice, use the yadids, use the string wraps. Get the kids doing tons and tons until they've really got it down pat. And if you've got a kid who's really good with math, then do math with him. Ask him, what's tree plus tree? Tree, 3 plus 3, 6. Sticks. Very good. What is tree times tree? Oh, that's wine. Very good. What's wine divided by tree? Tree. Very good. What's tree plus glue? Hive. Very good. What's hive minus glue? Tree. What's hive minus tree? Glue. Okay, good. What's sun plus glue? Tree. This guy likes trees. Let's go to slightly more complicated. Toes. 10 toes. Minus hive is hive. Very good. So have the kids playing lots of games very quickly. Team games, one-on-one, partners, and get these files reinforced again and again and again until they got 50 files really stored strong in their mind, because once you got those files in there and you start putting information in each file, that's when they're going to be able to memorize the structure of Chumash Bereishis very quickly. Watch this. We're up to 39. Mop. Now we're going to go to 40. 40 is rose. You can see a picture of a rose. Very good. R, 4. Very good. O, doesn't count. S, 0. S. Very good. S has the same sound as Z. Z, 0. E, doesn't count. So the word rose equals 40. Very good. You can use the word rice. Again, you want to use words that are not conceptual. You want to use a word that you can see in your mind's eye, a picture. That's why we've chosen these words. Rice is also 40. Rat or rod, both 41. Rain, 42. Ram, 43. If you want to use a battering ram, you can use that, or an animal that's a ram. R is 4. A doesn't count. M, 3. Ram. Oh, 43. Very good. Now, what are you going to do for 44? So my personal preference for 44 is a Rolls Royce. R are the two initials of Rolls Royce. And Rabbi Rieti too, but that doesn't help anyone over here. I like to use as a Rolls Royce because it's easy for me to have a picture of a Rolls Royce. It happens to be my favorite car. And we've got, of course, a picture of a Rolls Royce. R is going to be Rolls Royce. If you want to go with the same system that I've been sharing with you till now, then you could have a rower. A rower, someone who rows a boat. Row a boat. Rower. R, 4. O, doesn't count. W, doesn't count. E, doesn't count. R, 4. So 44 would be a rower. I personally like Rolls Royce. Okay. Rail. O, 45. Yeah. L is 5 fingers, stop the traffic, make the shape of an L. Oh, rail, R is 4, fourth letter in 4 is R. Oh yeah, so rail is 45. Very good. What's 46? Rash. You know, rash on the skin, that's 46. It could also be a roach. So if you don't like roaches, but it's very vivid and visual. And the more visual it is, and we do have a picture of a roach. Oh, sorry about that one. Young ladies, if you don't like this system, you can choose rash. I know you don't want to rash either, but you're going to see that once we associate these words with what's going on in each perek, it's going to be very easy to remember what's going on in each perek, because the association is so funny. It enables your brain to have to create its own file just for that information. And since you know RR, Rolls Royce, rat, rod, 41, rain, 42. You know instantly Tommy, 13. Mummy, 33. What's maize? 30. Excellent. What's Matt? 31. Moon, 32. Very good. What's tub? 19. What's knob or nib? 29. Very good. And just shout out, get it out with the kids very quickly. If you want, you can even put a wall chart of these on the wall until the kids don't need it as a reference. And now they're playing lots of games, interacting, building these files, reinforcing these files in their brain. Now we're ready for the 47. Gosh, you're almost up to 50. 47 is rock. R, 4. O, nothing. CK. Oh yeah, we've had that before. That's 7. Very good. Rock is 47. Excellent. If you don't want to use rock, you can use rake. Oh yeah, 47. Yes, also 47. Very good. Roof. F is 8. 48. Excellent. Rope. 49. Excellent. Rice. 40. What's 50? Lice. Ugh. I thought we were done with roaches, and no, lice is, if you want to use lace, as in a shoelace, you can use that. Boys prefer lice, girls prefer lace. I'm not sure why, but L is 5. Very good. A doesn't count as a vowel. C, soft C, same as 0. O, lace and lice. O is 50. 5 and 0. E at the end doesn't count, so you got all 50 prokim. Mazel tov. You have now 50 files in your brain. Do chazara. Lice 50, rice 40, rose also 40, maize 30, nose 20, nut 21, mat 31, rod 41, rat also 41. Okay, 51. Oh, we don't need 51. Happens to be lid, but we don't need it. We're only going up to 50. Okay, do chazara of as many times until the kids really got it. Now we're going to continue Bereishis.